The Elana Kagan hearings. Here's a story that was written up in the Huffington Post by friend of the show, Alvin McEwen. He called attention to the fact that Tony Perkins has been brought on as a witness against Elana Kagan, the Supreme Court nominee. Now, Tony Perkins is a guy we're very familiar with. He's head of the Family Research Center. He has been called as what's called a minority witness against Elana Kagan. Now, Perkins and his group, I don't think I'm going out on a limb by saying they pride themselves with standing up for what they say are American values and the family. Now, Perkins has a very odd way of standing up for values and the family. Take a listen to this.
I know a lot of people point to militaries that have allowed homosexuality within the ranks. There's 25 of almost 200 nations, but the top militaries in the world do not allow homosexuality to be openly engaged in the military. I mean, if you want a military that just does parades and stuff like that, then I guess that's okay.
If you want a military that just does parades and stuff, then it's okay to allow homosexuals. This is the pro-family, pro-values witness against Elana Kagan. What sense does this make? Tell me, Lewis, what rationale is there for bringing this guy in to testify? If you want parades and stuff, then you let gays in the military.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know.
You can't figure out what this is about.
No.
Well, Perkins, again, considers himself pro-family. But by the way, I wouldn't want him anywhere near any kids with those ideas. But again, Family Research Center, they are pro-family. And Tony Perkins, by the way, just to give you a little bit of his resume, so to speak, Tony Perkins claimed that homosexuality leads to child sexual abuse when talking about the Mark Foley scandal. By the way, I met Mark Foley a couple of months ago. It was a little creepy. I'm not going to lie. There's an air about him that was a little bit creepy, but that's a story for another time. Tony Perkins spoke for a white supremacist group in 2001, and his testimony claims that Kagan, quote, supports the radical homosexual agenda, so she should never serve on the Supreme Court. The radical homosexual agenda. Why is he testifying? I understand the idea of get different opinions about nominees, but do we really need white supremacist homophobes to put their 2 cents in? I mean, what's the greater context here? You know, I don't understand the context. What if you had to make up a context where this would make sense, Lewis? What would it be?
I'd have to think about that for a little while.
It's just even thinking hypothetically, I can't come up with a situation where it makes sense to have this guy there. And by the way, is there not a double standard here? I mean, if Perkins had come in with equally offensive comments about African Americans, and it was an African American Supreme Court nominee, would he be allowed to come in and spout nonsense? Anti-African American nonsense? No way. I believe that there is a double standard here.
I'm sure they could have picked someone better. That's about all I know.
But the question is, better for what? What is the point? That the radical homosexual agenda is so strong and has so much power that we need testimony against it? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. We still have don't ask, don't tell at this point.
Right. I'm still unsure about the whole angle of this.
Exactly.
Right.
I just don't understand under what circumstances this would make sense. Well, last week's poll was about Supreme Court nominee Elana Kagan, and the question was, what will happen with her confirmation? 57% said she will be confirmed easily. 28% she will be confirmed, but not by much. And 15% said she will not be confirmed at all. I think she will be confirmed easily. I am on the side of the majority here. This was the poll, an unscientific poll from midweekpolitics.com. I do believe that it is accurate, however. What is your take on that?
I agree.
You don't see.
I would have thought it would have been a higher percentage that things should have been confirmed easily.
Well, you know, we have a conservative audience, and we have. If you ever look on our YouTube channel, you'll see that we have a very sometimes crazy audience too, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Midweek Politics is made possible in part by CSR Wire, the corporate social responsibility newswire at csrwire.com, by DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.